Hey everyone, it's JD Asajan and welcome to another episode of FortuneBuilders.tv. You know, I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. We recently in the office, I had Stan, who's head of acquisitions underneath myself, do a really cool video regarding what's called a BPO. And a couple of things, there's some really good information on this video that he did, and it was a training video that he created for some of our real estate agents in terms of how to handle the BPO, what you should bring, how you should frame your mind, the things that are important as you're going through the BPO, when you're at the BPO. And if you don't know what BPO stands for, it's even more important that you watch the video. It stands for Broker Price Opinion. And I've also actually included a download for you below this video, and that you can print out and use as you're watching the video. Now, a couple of things. The video quality is not, let's just say, stellar. The day that Stan recorded the video, there was a significant amount of wind, and so the audio quality isn't 100%, but there is some great content there, and if you listen closely, a couple of things, if you listen closely and watch closely, are going to happen. You're going to learn how to handle the BPO properly, and you know, I'm not going to promise anything, but how many of you have seen that movie? I think it's called Magic Mike. Is that the name of that movie, Dave? You've seen that movie? No, you haven't. No, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I heard it's it's got some pretty risque scenes in it. You may see Stan, or you may not see Stan in a pose that's very reminiscent of Magic Mike. I'm just saying. Can't promise anything. Watch the video though, enjoy it, and listen closely, because the BPO is a very important process in a lot of different areas of our business. Really specifically right now in terms of the short sale process and helping your value, the offer price that you wrote, get accepted based off of the current value of the property. And the BPO is one of the most important parts of that process. So it's important that you understand how it works and why it's important. And Stan will walk you through that as he's going through the house. All right, enjoy.
Hello agents, my name is Stan Gidlin, and I am Sergeant of Acquisitions and Marketing here at CT Home. Just doing a little video to show you exactly what to do when you walk through a BPO or an appraisal with an agent. So first of all, you want to make sure you're going to be 15 minutes early for every BPO or appraisal, more so to walk through the houses on time to get an idea of and a reminder for yourself to know exactly what to point out with the agent. So you also want to make sure that you've talked to the agent before coming here. You've confirmed it the day before and an hour before. A lot of times they've canceled on us and they never told us, so you always want to confirm an hour before and the day before. Also, you want to find out if they're a local agent or if they're out of town, which makes it gives you a pretty good idea of how you want to pitch them when it comes to kind of helping them understand where the value of the house is. So you want to make sure that you have a packet with repair quotes, comparables, any local news stories that might relate to the value of the house, as well as any reports from specialists like engineering, foundation, things like that. And that's something we will provide for you. So once you have that packet in your hand, you meet the agent, you meet him outside, you kind of shake their hand, hey, Mr. or Mrs. BPO agent. Let's go ahead and take a look inside, make sure the house is all open for them to see. And as soon as you meet them and you greet them, that's when you start pointing out all the things that the house needs. The outside is outdated. The outside needs this. The outside needs that. You can see that the driveway is all broken. This needs to be replaced. So the house has a lot of issues. And again, if the house does have a lot of issues, you want to make sure you point out every single one. Even if the house is only outdated and that's the only issue, you want to make sure you point out every single one. So again, we're meeting the agent. Say hello, Mr. and Mrs. BPO agent. Walking with them inside the house. Again, as we're walking, we're pointing out all these different things that need to be done. And letting them know, hey, I know you're really busy. You're probably doing a lot of these. Actually, what I did, because you see the house does have a lot of issues, I got 2 repair quotes from 2 licensed and local contractors to show you what exactly the house needs to get to the best possible condition that will represent those high comps that you're probably seeing. So what I also did was I found some comps that were in similar condition to what this house is in, and I also found some comps that are valued at a price that this house would be once it has all those updates. So I actually have it in this package right here. I did all the research for you, quotes, comps, everything you need, a listing sheet of the actual house, all the pictures, and I have it here for you. So here it is, make it easy for you. So you really want to hand off the packet right at the beginning and let them know here's the packet. And as you'll see in the contract post, it came out to about whatever the price is, and that's why I think the only offers we got were wherever our offer price is. So you're not telling them it needs to come in at this price, you're not trying to sway them at all you're telling them is this is what the house needs, these are some comparables, and this is where our offer came in at because of these issues. Then you walk them through the house, and as, again, the whole time you're walking, you're pointing out the different things that the house needs. So in this case, this is a renovated house. This house kind of needed the deck to be redone, the windows needed to be redone, and you're pointing all these things out and letting them know the value is what it is, which is your offer because of all these different things. So again, the main things that you really want to point out are the kitchen and baths, because like homeowner, that's the things they notice too. Mechanicals, kitchen and bath are kind of the biggest things that will help sway that opinion of what they think the price is worth. So you kind of walk in, and this is a pretty small house, so we'll run through it quickly. Right to the kitchen, like the kitchen's all outdated, the appliances need to be replaced, the cabinets are all beat up, need to be replaced, the floor's peeling, needs to be replaced. So you're pointing out all these different things and continually putting in their head like the house needs to be valued low because it has all these issues. Then you just can kind of continue to walk through the house. Here's a bedroom, closet doors all beat up, so we need new doors. The heating here actually doesn't work. We need a whole new heater. We need a whole new water heater as well. As you can see, the carpets are all destroyed. We need all new carpets pretty much throughout the whole house. And it's about $13,000 or whatever the number is to replace all the flooring. Walk into the bathroom. I mean, the bathroom is just filthy in here. I'm not going to be able to, I can't sell this house to anybody else because of the condition. So this needs to be done here. This needs to be replaced. This needs to be replaced. So that's about $2,500 a bathroom. Same thing, all the bedrooms, you're pointing out all the different things. Again, the main things are the mechanicals, kitchens, and bathrooms. Again, walking through the kitchen, appliances are old, need to be replaced, cabinets are beat up, the flooring's beat up. You're just walking through the house and making sure you point out all these things, and hey, make sure you take a note of this, make sure you take a note of that. So that will definitely help point their attention in the right direction. So walking through to the backyard, again pointing out everything that the house needs. Even if it's just minor cracking on the slab here, you want to make sure you point all this out. There needs a water drainage system, which this house actually did need, and we created gutters and a moisture drainage system. But the reason this was all cracking because there was no good water management system here. So you're walking in through the back. Look, the grass is all dead. The grass needs to be replaced. There's been deferred maintenance on this house for a long time. The garage door needs to be replaced. The opener needs to be replaced. It's not working. And that's why the house is distressed, and that's why the house is selling at the price it is. So just want to make sure you take a note of all these things. So again, the point of a BPO, it's a 5 to 10 minute thing. An appraisal is really more detailed, and you have a lot more time to point out all these things to the agents. So you want to, again, make sure you point out every little detail that you can remember to them what needs to be done in the house, and that will absolutely help bring down the value and make them take that quote a lot more seriously because you're pointing out so many things they just can't keep track of it. So I hope this video helps, and hope we can close a lot more deals together. Thanks so much.
Deal or no deal?
All right, so our next section is, of course, our deal or no deal. Now, if you may have missed a couple of things in that video, watch it again. It's a good video to have and watch a few times so you understand the process. And the deal or no deal is very simple. Attend the BPO or not attend the BPO. Well, 100% of the time, the deal is to attend the BPO. It's important that you're there to help the agent that comes to do the BPO, that you're there to help you build a case to support the value for the price that you wrote. Or have either your agent be there if you're working with an agent, or someone on your team be there, because it's influence. You need to be there to influence, not to try to change their mind by any way, shape, or form, but to be there to show them why the price that you're offering is what the house is worth. And that's what Stan talked about in that video, right? Bringing comparables. showing the things that the house that's wrong with the house, right, and why the house isn't worth a certain value. So that's an important part of getting your offer accepted. Is in the BPO is that process. So attending, it's very important.
Quote of the week.
And in our last section, as you know, is our quote of the week. And I've got a good one for you. All right, here we go. There's only one way to succeed in anything, and that's to give it everything. You like that, don't you? There's only one way to succeed in everything. Excuse me, I should memorize the quote before I read it. There's only one way to succeed in anything, and that's to give it everything. That's by Vince Lombardi, the famous coach of the Green Bay Packers and one of the best professional football coaches ever. And I really like that quote. There's a lot of different ways to say that. Give it your all. Give it 100%, right? Start every day and plan on finishing that day better than when you started. It's an important part of everything that we do. Is if you want to get better as an investor, as a human being, as a partner, as a friend, work on yourself, work on getting better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next show.